right, God is good all the time. Okay, I know there are a lot of people out there probably interested in getting into the music industry. Huh? Are there any aspiring singers out there? Yeah. All right. Well, please welcome from Inner City Entertainment out of Orlando, Florida, and also with the Jack the Rapper Convention, Eddie Harris. Oh, something else from me?
Just for you.
Oh, thank you. Gosh, I'm getting all these gifts. How are you doing?
Tired.
Tired?
Yeah.
Why are you tired?
Just flew in from Charlotte.
What were you doing in Charlotte?
We having the Black Expo in Charlotte, and I've been asked to serve as a guest speaker and lecture for their tour. So I was speaking on the music business, you know, having a little fun with some friends I hadn't seen in a long time.
Right, super. So now, you've written a book that's called A Common Sense Guide to Successfully Breaking into the Music Business.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Well, I'm a producer and I own my own record company, and I've been doing it actively for about 15 years, but I've been in the business for 30 years. And as I look at your audience, I see a lot of familiar faces, even though I don't know them, but they look like people that I've talked to in the past who think they want to get into show business, and when they find out that it's more work than hype, then they change their minds. And show business is just that. It's business. And over the last 15, 18 years, I found that a lot of people made some bad decisions that impacted other people personally and financially. So I just sort of put in a very briefly chronicled little document some of the do's and don'ts and some of the personal insights that I had to spare a lot of people some pitfalls, because trust me, it ain't what it looked like. It's a big difference.
What would you say, in your opinion, is the most common and devastating career blunder, and why?
Well, that would really be first place with a lot of them, but I could pull one in particular, is that a lot of the young people don't prepare themselves educationally.
Okay.
It's good to be able to hire your accountant and your attorney and your managers, but you're not supposed to be dependent upon them. If they have to think for you, then you got a serious problem. You know, they become your crutch, and you'll always be dependent upon them, and you'll never really be in control of your own career.
Okay.
So get some education so you can establish a sound foundation so that your career can be rewarding both personally and financially.
Oh, super. Well, now, okay, say I wanted to get into the music, I want to sing, okay? And I think I sing all right. Don't ask me.
That's your sister?
That's my sister. She thinks I sing all right too. But what would be the first step that I would take?
Well, first of all, everyone who sings can't record.
What do you mean now? I sing, but I can't record?
Well, we've got artists out now making big money temporarily. They can't sing live, but they can record well in the studio.
Oh.
And there's a big difference. Without the technological gadgetry, they literally would not have gotten contracts. But because of what the producers do and what they utilize, you can really make something out of nothing behind the scenes. But when they get on stage, everybody knows, and we've got a couple of female hip-hop artists and male artists, you know what I'm talking about. They record well, but they don't perform well. The fact that you think you sing well is good, that's admirable. But whether or not that's what you want to do as a lifelong career or ambition, that's something that you have to search your soul and make that determination. Now, if you say, this is exactly what I want to do, then make sure that you can sing and get you some vocal coaching, work hard at it, and hopefully Augusta, and Georgia in particular, but Augusta has a tremendous amount of talent, I'm finding out. Get you a good producer.
Right.
Oh yeah, Augusta got it going on now. I've done my homework. Definitely.
Okay, so now, all right, I've gotten the vocal lessons. I've accepted the fact that I can sing. I've accepted the fact that maybe some little gadgets in the studio have made me sing better.
Right.
Okay, but what do I do next? Once I have my demo done and it's ready.
Well, first of all, you want to decide what musical genre would you like to sing, gospel, R&B, etc., whatever. After you decide on that, you know, look at who's out there in the chosen field and see what they're doing and what they've done to create success, or even look at the failures. I think that tantamount to everything, and you look at those who fail, therein lies the greatest lessons, so that will assist you with your career path.
But what about all those people out there, those music producers that you run into that, well, everybody's a music producer now. I mean,
yeah, and they're really
I'm starting my company too.
Sounds good.
Right.
Yeah.
People, how would you know if someone is real or not? I mean, what are some of the signs
Well,
that we can look for?
depending upon what you're looking for, but to answer the question generically, if somebody sounds shady, looks shady, acts shady, I mean,
They're shady.
They're shady. All right, trust me, they're shady. You have to be careful though in the music business, because when you decide you want to go into the music business, this is typically what happens. You hear absolutely nothing else anyone has to tell you. Advice, nobody hears that. All you hear is contract, going on the road, having fun, and the whole 9 yards. You don't hear people tell you, look at the contract, read the fine print. Who is this person work with or for? Can anybody vouch for that person? His character, work experience, etc. And all of those things are fundamental to your success. And typically, the average young person, if you even go at them like that, they'll say, I don't want to hear that. Just get me on stage.
Okay, well, once we get our demo done and our packages, how do we? What's the best way to present it in order to get it looked at by a record company?
Well, I would say as of last month, the best way to do it is a little service called the A&R Express. The A&R Express is an industry-wide demo CD compilation that unknown artists can buy time on. That compilation is disseminated throughout the record industry. All of the A&R vice presidents and executives, they get it free of charge. So they personally, not their cronies, not the guy in the mailroom or whatever, but those A&R people themselves will get that product and listen to it. Nobody's going to guarantee them a contract, but unlike before where you just send your material in unsolicited, or your friends say, well, I know Joe Blow over at Sony, and Joe Blow does not work at Sony, never did, and they don't know Joe Blow. The A&R Express goes directly to that vice president or that director, and you will get heard. So that's the best way to get your music heard now.
Oh,
and I can personally attest to that. It's my service.
Go to the A&R.
Right.
A&R Express. Okay, is there a charge to use the A&R Express?
The A&R Express is $375 to be on the demo, part of the newsletter, and on the internet. For those of you who are familiar with the internet but really don't know that, I think as we speak, on a daily basis, the head count for visitors on the websites are 43 million surfers.
Okay.
That's a lot of people tuning in to that website to listen to your music that's on CD-ROM.
We got to go to a break, but we'll be right back, and we're going to tell you a little bit more how you can get into the music business. Thank you. Jack the Rapper Convention and Inner City Entertainment out of Orlando, Florida. Give him a round of applause. And he's been giving you some good tips about how to get in the music business. Anything else you want to add to that?
I think basically for the parents, some of the young people, because the responsibility of getting into the industry and being respected and doing well rests more so with the parents than their offspring. I think parents need to stop turning their heads and really hold their children accountable and give them some tough love and let them know that right is right and wrong is wrong, and that there's never a confusion between the two. And I tell these young people who do the dirty lyrics, I'm 47 years old and I still call my mother ma'am, yes ma'am and no ma'am. And if you can't perform that song in front of your mother, you have no business recording it on the radio.
All right.
That's just how simple it is.
All right. Okay, so now where can we get a copy of A Common Sense Guide to Successfully Breaking into the Music Business?
It's a mail order book, and they can send $4.95. I'll let you read it. You're the host.
Okay.
Send it to Inner City Entertainment, Old Gold Press.
Okay, that's a division of Inner City Entertainment, P.O. Box 89124 in Atlanta, Georgia, 30312. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Eddie Harris.
Thank you.